a 2-channel relay and 2 test switches. We can use any number of relays, depends on our application. So without any further delay, let's learn how to make this. Before beginning the project, let me explain a little bit about the test switch we are going to use. This is a TTP223B. This is the touch indication LED which will turn on when the output is high. This is the ground pin, middle one is the output pin, and this is the VCC. We can use voltage from 2.5 volt to 5.5 volt. These two are configuration terminals which we will talk about later in detail. And these terminals are used for adjusting the sensitivity by adding capacitor. By default, there won't be any capacitor and the switch will be working with full sensitivity. The test sensitivity area will be on the other side of the switch. Now let's talk about the 4 different configurations for the test switch. In configuration 1, both A and B are open. By default, the output pin is low and it turns high when a touch is detected and stays high until the touch is released. In configuration 2, A is open and B is closed. The default state of output pin will be low and the pin turns high when a touch is detected and it stays high until touched again. That means the output pin state will be locked for each touch. In configuration 3, A is closed and B is open. By default, the output state will be high and pin turns low when a touch is detected and it stays low until the touch is released. In the last configuration, both A and B are closed and the default output state is high and the output turns low when a touch is detected and it stays low until touched again. That means the output state is locked for each touch. These are the things required for this project: a TTP223 based test switch, a relay channel, and any AC applications like bulb or fan. Choose the ampere of the relay, depends on your application. And here we are using a relay with 5 volt coil potential because our TTP223 switch works in 5 volt and it will be easy to use 5 volt relay instead of 12 volt relay. If you are planning to use 12 volt relay, then connect the VCC of the relay separately to 12 volt power supply. Now connect the ground of the relay channel to the ground of the test switch. Then connect the input 1 of the relay channel to the output of the test switch. Then connect the VCC of the relay channel to the VCC of the test switch. Now connect the negative of the 5 volt power supply to the common ground of test switch and the relay. And finally connect the positive of the 5 volt power supply to the common VCC of the circuit. Now connect your AC or high voltage DC appliance to the relay as shown in the circuit. The neutral will be directly connected to the device and the phase will be connected to the common of the relay and the other terminal of the appliance will be connected to the normally open of the relay. Now if you touch the switch, the bulb or the connected appliance will turn on, and if you touch it again, then the appliance will turn off. Now let's test our circuit. Now you can see here the relay is turning on when I touch the switch and it is automatically turning off when I release the finger. It's working like a momentary switch. So to make it work like a on-off switch, as mentioned before, we need to change the configuration of the switch by shorting the terminal on the back of the switch. So to meet our requirements, we need to short the B pad only. Okay, so let us short the B pads of both the test switches. Now we have properly shorted the B pads of both the switches. Now connect it back to the breadboard and turn on the power. Now if we touch the switches, then the relay will turn on and it will stays on until we touch the switch again. So here we have learned to connect a TTP223 based test switch with relay channel. In the next video, inshallah, we can learn how to connect a normal relay with a test switch using a transistor. So guys, if you enjoy the video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such projects and tutorials.